Okay, this is another series of mines, coal drift mines that we're checking out. And they're located along the bottom of this high bluff. Uh, got the river, maybe 200 yards or less, maybe 100 yards just over that rise. Got the river. And this is a tramway bed right here. And for Mr. Box, we checked out two drift mines right there and they're collapsed. And those are sections of tramway rails that had a mine right there coming out. Some pieces of equipment right here. But these mines go back to about 1920. So, operation for a number of years. But so, got another one right there. Got water coming out of it. Okay. Took us about a little over a mile of walking through these deep woods over some ridge lines to get to these mines. They're not accessible by any kind of road. And looks open, nice and dry. So after this long walk, maybe it'll be worth it. We do have several more mines in this series to check out. Like I said, these were drift mines going back to the 1920s. Not a whole lot of information is on them, so don't really know how far they go, but they were pretty big though. We just don't know which one in this series because there's no maps on these underground maps, I mean. So anyway, we'll go in there and find out. Okay, so it'll be a few minutes before I go in. So I'll take a break for a minute, but I just wanted to come down here and just kind of see what it looks like. And oh yeah, the seam's about 2.5, 3 feet thick, and it just keeps going. There's an old wooden timber support. So, all right, well, sometimes it pays off when you're hiking this far. Other times you're not so fortunate, but anyway, Mr. Box will probably be going in a minute now. I'll join him in a few minutes after that. But excellent. Made the hike in the woods worthwhile. Okay, so Mr. Box, he is already going inside the mine, and I'll be coming in a short while later. I said I have no idea how far this mine goes. There's several of them in this series at the bottom of this high bluff above the river. So we'll just see what they look like here. But at least we were able to pinpoint exactly where to come. And the tramway bed is right up there, and it leads to another, I think, 3 more mines further down. So I think there were a total of 8 drift mines that this company operated above the river here. And the tramway line paralleled the river and started climbing up to the rail, to where there was a loading table, the railroad. So, but anyway, head inside in just a minute. All right, leave the bag right there. Mr. Box, he's way down there. Said he just yelled back, said the rail lines are intact, tramway rail, so that's pretty interesting. But anyway, we'll start heading on forward. Got an adit over there that's blocked up there. These mines were reopened. I think sometime in the late 1940s, early 50s, and they became non-railroad mines, which means they were truck mines, since the rail line was the railroad no longer serviced these mines, so they just became truck mines. So, all right, and we'll just keep it's nice black coal seam, thick, dark, pretty dull. So, all right, we'll keep pushing forward. Very definitive coal seam, man. I'll tell you, there's a lot of clay in here. No indications this was mined for clay, but I wouldn't be surprised. There's some thick coal right there.
So, first thing, look over that right there.
Okay, so Mr. Box pointed me to this left adit over here. And see, it's got some old bricks right there. So you break this up. And there's a wash pan over there. Right there. So somewhere around here, out on the outside, there's probably remains of a fan house, but they did this to keep the airflow going down the main haulageway. But anyway, that's pretty neat.
I think this is obviously some sort of electrical contraption.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Almost looks like something to signal.
Yeah, it looks like a telegraph.
Yeah.
You know, maybe part of a signaling apparatus to the outside.
Yeah, it's good.
So part of the section that's pretty neat. And the mine right here, boy, it is really rare in a coal mine. Oh, that's pretty unique, that you see the rail still intact right here. It looks like they had a split right there. They blocked it up right there. Oh, it keeps going too, doesn't it?
Don't move. All right, gotcha.
The temperature is about 50 degrees, so we're still hot. Got some steam coming off, but that rail line right there, so this was a split haulageway. Evidently finished working it, bricked it up, but made an access if the miners needed to get in there. Looks like that's where the water is coming from. And you got the electrical insulator right there, cable wire. Got another cable right there. So, pretty outstanding. Had to walk a ways to find these. Okay, that's looking back towards the opening. Right there. Yeah, they use some shallow drift mine carts in here, man. All right, man, we'll just keep pushing forward here. Still got the rail sections right here. Right there. All right. Okay, this might be as far as I'm going at least, but Mr. Boggs, he's pushed way down there. He's checking to see if there's a collapse or if this was the end of this haulage way. Like I said, no definitive information how far these mines went, but anyway, very historic. So what? Gotcha. Okay, he's going to push on a little further. Be back in a few minutes. So I might try to move up there a little ways, but just see. But anyway, we do have several more of these in this series to check out. So, all right. Okay, I pushed on a little bit further, a couple 100 feet or more. And Mr. Box, he's disappeared down there. He's just checking to see how far it goes. And so you got some collapses here. Coal seam is there. You got some wires right there. And then you got the rail section right there. And you got a at it right there. You can barely see it. It's walled off right there. So yeah, I don't really feel like pushing along much further. So, all right, he's looking to see if the passageway clears up. Maybe if there's even any mining equipment back in there. It's always interesting when you come into the mines. You never know what you're going to see. So that's been abandoned, left. So, all right, we'll just wait on him. Okay, so waiting on Mr. Box to come back. Just take a quick peek. Over there. See what that looks like. Nice and flooded. They break this thing up good. Huh. They had a wire running through the wall right there. Interesting. All right, we'll just wait on him to come on back. All right, well, here he comes. Looks like a train coming through the tunnel. See anything?
It keeps going, but you've got maybe 3 feet at most of headroom.
Yeah, that's why I stopped where I was. I just didn't feel like doing that.
No, it's
This
wasn't
is
worth it. I mean, the rail line continues to go.
yeah.
A lot of debris on the ground.
Well, you have to be careful. This is this really, really sharp shale.
I know.
So I didn't want to go any further. So it's one of the things you have to look out for. Different mines, rocks. This is a razor sharp shale. So, all right. Well, it's good to see it.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll wind this up and get on out of here and head on hopefully to the next mine if it's open. Okay, so we just came out of this mine right here. That was interesting, very interesting to see. And we're going to be making our way back down onto the left on the tramway bed to see a few more mines before we wrap up this series on these mines above the river. So, all right.